Alright, plan is very simple for today. A couple of years ago, I took my brand new bike out to ride 100 miles down Lake Mary Road, and I did that ride in something like 9.5 hours or something. Today, I want to do that ride again. I've got my bike right over here somewhere, and I want to try and break 8 hours. So I really want to get out on a long, efficient ride today, as minimal stops as possible, and just try to enjoy the day, but try to be efficient. So it's the plan. I'm going to do a century ride today, at least that's what I'm aiming for, and we'll see how it goes. Got everything together. It is 7:45 in the morning, so I'm trying to get out a little bit earlier as well. So here we go. Let's get to it. I've got my 1985 American Flyers tribute jersey on today, if any of you have seen that movie. And that's the plan. Here we go. Gonna have to average 12.5 miles an hour if I want to break 8 hours. Very slowly go up this first climb, just to ease ourselves in. And then we'll open her up. So if all goes well, we'll be back to the car by 4 o'clock. And what I'm gonna try and do again is quick updates every 5 miles or so. Okay, first check-in, 5 miles, 18 minutes. Having a blast, nice and easy, and nice low heart rate. So we're just trying to enjoy these early miles and going a little slow in here just because they recently re-chipped this section of the highway. So it's a bit rough and bumpy, but it's only for 6 miles. So we've got about 2 more miles of this tarring and chipping here, and then we'll be back on smooth road. So until then, check in a bit. All right, my friends, 10 miles in, we're still feeling fresh and enjoying the ride. Legs are loosening up now. Heart rate is kind of up to a steady state, so just enjoying the day. Couldn't be happier right now, and we're getting some beautiful weather, and yeah, I don't know what else to say other than I'm enjoying all the wildflowers and back on smooth road, which is nice. And yeah, 10% already done. It's a good feeling. 37 minutes. Okay, well, I missed the 15 check-in and we're at 18 and a quarter. So we're getting close to 20 miles, which is great. Just had my first real big climb, and it was nasty, so I forgot just how much climbing there is on this dang route, but it's pretty cool that we are almost 20 in, so I'm gonna ease back here and let my legs cool off a little from that climb and just keep chugging away. 22.5 miles in and getting a beautiful view of some flowers here. The winds have picked up quite a bit, so I'm fighting some strong headwinds, but I still feel all right. So we are almost a quarter of the way there, halfway to halfway, and really starting to get out into the outskirts of town here. Starting to feel quite remote, and not seeing any other cyclists way out here, and I'm looking forward to some of these real quiet, remote sections deep out here on Lake Mary Road. So the only problem is the shoulder gets much more narrow, so I really got to be careful with traffic. People like to go way too fast on this road, so I've got all my lights on blinking, but you know, people are distracted, so starting to sink in just how far 100 miles is. Legs are doing okay, but they're, you know, starting to get into that like semi-rubbery state. So we've got some really big climbs coming up, and so I'm gonna just ease back and try to get through those. But then at mile 38, there's a wonderful descent that we get to do. That's like 4 miles of straight downhill. So I'm looking forward to that. So anyway, the winds are still blowing mostly right into my face. So hopefully that means we get a downwind on the way back, but it always seems like no matter which way I'm going, there's a headwind. Anyway, I can see the big climb up ahead, so I'm gonna mentally prepare for that here. 40 miles, we just crushed the long downhill. We've got a little bit more, but man, that is gonna be a absolute beast going back up. I forgot just how much drop there is there. But at any rate, feeling pretty good. Definitely excited to be in the last 10 miles here before we turn around. Whew, we are definitely far out though. And I do remember this last 10 drags on a little bit. So, all right, my friends, it's getting warm out. And we are at 46 miles. Less than 5 to the turnaround. I'm liking those numbers. Just up here in about a mile or two, we've got the big campground. It's like the last checkpoint. And then it's 2 miles to the gas station. Okay, well, we've made it to the halfway point, back to the same picnic table that I sat at last time, and just enjoying some snacks and wind chimes over here. And just taking a deep breath before we had the 51 miles back home to Flagstaff. So it took us about 3:45 to get here. So not counting this break, I'm hoping that I can keep my time under 8 hours, but even if it's 8.5, whatever. I think my last attempt at this was well over 9, so it's gonna be a tougher ride on the way back, a lot more uphill, at least protracted uphill, but it is what it is. So we're just gonna tackle it, and we'll get there when we get there. All right, signing off. Okay, 60 miles. We are just about to start the 4-mile monster climb. So I thought I'd make a video before I get grumpy. And the winds are at my back, which is nice. The sun is getting kind of hot. So this climb is probably gonna be pretty miserable, but I'm feeling okay. Although 60 miles, I have a very strong aversion towards the 60s. So these next 10 miles are just kind of gonna be doubly unfun with the climb and just being in the 60s. So I'll be very happy once we reach the observatory at the top. That sort of marks the top of the climb. Yeah, so we've got 4 really tough miles basically starting right up here. I've been very consistent so far. I haven't really taken any breaks. You know, I might take a couple of 2-minute pullover breaks on some of these climbs, but so far I've just been moving along sort of consistently. 14 miles per hour, I'd say, is probably my average so far over the whole ride, but I'm definitely slowing down a little bit. And yeah, so all right, I'm gonna hammer down here, put some tunes on, and try to get through this climb without burning myself out. We made it to the top, 67 miles. All that horrific climbing is done. The observatory is right over there. And I've got a nice bit of downhill now. So, whew, that was pretty miserable. I'm not gonna lie. I was averaging like 6 miles per hour on that climb. Practically a running pace, but got through it, it's done. Decided to pull over here and stretch my legs a little bit. This is my first roadside break, so. But we're gonna jump right back out here and get back to it. A little swig of calories. 67 miles. All right, 76 miles. That means we are halfway back, 3/4 of the way done. I love being halfway back because it just feels all downhill from here, even though it's most definitely not. Oh,
I'm liking these little rollers because I get to kind of coast for a little bit, or rest my legs. But I pay for it on the climbs for sure. So, but yeah, I think the wind has been mostly at my back, so it's been really nice. Whew. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 76 miles, I love it. We're almost back to Mormon Lake. I feel like we're getting out of the boonies and getting kind of back into the outskirts of town. Well, all right, my friends, we are at the top of the Mormon Lake lookout here. Beautiful view of the San Francisco peaks in the distance, and Flagstaff is just right up there. And that means we are 18 miles from the car. So we're at mile 82, and it's feeling good. I'm so glad all the substantial climbs are done. There's just a few rollers left, and yeah, I still feel okay. I'm definitely tired, but legs are still working, and I'm just excited to ease back for these last 20 miles or 18 miles. Yeah, it's been a good day. Been a really good day. A little hot there about an hour or two ago when I was on those climbs, but oh man, right now it is heavenly. Oh, good stuff. I love checking off miles without even having to pedal. This is like bonus miles right here. I don't know. Some people may say that's cheating, but I definitely paid for it on those climbs. So I'll take these coasty little downhills when I can get them. So yeah, 83 miles now. Just 17 to go. It's pretty exciting. Very soon we'll be at the end of Lake Mary, so just about 3 or 4 miles up the road here, we'll make the turn at Upper Lake Mary and then start the straight, was it 12 or 13 miles back to the car. So really cool. We're almost to single digits. All right, my friends, 9 miles to go. We are at 91 miles right there, and single digits. Pretty exciting. I mean, we're now in the range where this is how far I come out for runs. So it's pretty crazy. We're at 6 hours and 53 minutes. So pending some major disaster, we should break 8 hours by quite a bit. So it's fairly smooth sailing from here in. There's only one big climb left, and of course it's at the very end. But from here to there, it's pretty flat. So I'm just gonna kind of cruise along at, I don't know, 14 miles per hour or something. But, oh, man, it's not even 3 o'clock yet. It's ridiculous. What a successful day. Good day. Consistent. This is what I was hoping for. The winds are definitely picking up though, so I want to get back before it gets too obnoxious. We are at 99.99 miles. There it is. 100. 7 hours and 27 minutes. And we still have this one last climb before we get to the car. We'll definitely make it under 8 hours, even with the extra mile, so that's pretty exciting. Yeah, it's cool to see 100 on the odometer. Just over this crest here, I should be able to see my car. There's my car. I can see my car. Yes! Done. Stop the watch. 101.4, 7:35. That was pretty stupid. Yet again. But all in all, a great success. We got 101.4 miles in about 7.5 hours. And my legs feel good. I'm definitely dehydrated. I'm definitely hungry. So I'm gonna get home and take care of that. But yeah, good day. Thanks for following along. I really appreciate it. And yeah, boy, my mind is just not with it right now. I can't think of words. Take care, everybody. Be safe. I will see you all in the next video. I need to go home and eat something. See y'all.